Happy Wednesday. So welcome to today's grade 8. I know I've done this one before, but it is worth redoing and bringing to you the information. So this is about myofascial release. So there is, in between your skin and your muscle, there's a little layer, and it's your myofascia. And when you get massage or when you do any type of pressure, movement, and breath work, you help loosen up that tissue and you feel better, your joints feel better, you decrease your inflammation. So I'm just gonna kind of run through a few exercises you can do. If you have a foam roller, great. And if it's sitting in your house and you don't know what to do with it, here's a place to start. Or if you just have tennis balls, those will work too. And I'm actually going to start with the tennis balls because these really help our feet. Did you know that there's pressure points to every organ in your body from the bottom of your feet? It's called reflexology. There's a whole science behind it. So if you've never had a really good foot massage, do yourself a favor and get one. All right, so I want you to get a couple of tennis balls, and we're going to start with just using one. I want you to wrap your toes around it and right into the ball of the foot, press, release. Okay, pressure, movement, breath. Those three things really help hydrate the body tissue and help with mobility and any tightness you may be having, any knots that you have. Think of it like when you iron your clothes and you're ironing out wrinkles. This is kind of what you're doing for your body, okay? And roll front to back. All right, so now we're gonna go into the eye of the foot or the arch of the foot. Now I want you to use a really, really deep breath here. Inhale and exhale, press. And then you might have a little stuck stress there. That's what Sue Hitzman calls it, stuck stress. Inhale, exhale, press. Wah. Inhale, I have a little stuck stress. And exhale. Good, and just roll front to back. Okay, and then you can go into the heel and press, release, press, release, press, release, just rolling front to back. All right, so, and of course, once you do that, just walk around and see the difference from one side to the other, okay? I use my foam roller to help with balance because this is not the exercise you practice balance on. You want to really focus on that foot massage. So of course, I'm not going to do it today, but for time constraints, but you want to definitely do the other side. Okay, so now I'm going to move into opportunities to release some tightness from the glutes into the sciatic and use this foam roller for that. And we're going to still use the tennis balls too. All right, so I'm going to go into the glutes. So I want you to pretend like you have a campfire in front of you and you're sitting on a log. And this is your log. All right, bring your hands behind you. Your sits bones are forward, and you're gonna just roll front to back, just like that. Woo! And again, you may have a little stuck stress in the glutes, in the caboose. And you can add, breathing, okay? So pressure, movement, breath. Those three things, I'm gonna say them over and over and over again. So you know them and you know that it's super important to do all three to remove your stuck stress from your body, your knots. All right, so to open up the glutes a little more, there's two ways you can do this. You can roll over onto your side. And usually if you have sciatic issues, it starts here and radiates down the side of your leg and wraps into your knee. This really helps with that. So breathe, breathing, can't talk, pressure, movement, and breath. So that's one way, is to pitch the body over to the side. And then when you feel a really big knot or something that you really need to work out, stay right there on that little wrinkle that you have And do 5 deep cleansing breaths, like inhaling, expanding, exhaling, contraction. And doing that 5 times to really send the message from the brain to this area, to send oxygen there, to oxygenate that area, to rinse out the area, and to cleanse it, okay? So now, what else was I gonna do? Oh, this is a big one. So you're gonna take your ankle, cross it over your knee. Now, if you have joint replacement, be mindful of your limitations, you know, and if it hurts, don't do it. And then just roll front to back. And of course, we're doing all this on the other side, right? So when you bring and cross this leg up, it really opens up that glute just a little more, and you're gonna feel it more in the hip, okay? So the last thing that I am going to show you is using these tennis balls. And while I do love my foam roller, I love it, love it, love it, the tennis balls are super, super easy to travel with. So getting your tennis balls, and you're gonna put them on either side. So I'm gonna turn this way so you can see my back. So it's gonna be bilaterally on either side here, okay? And you can do this in a chair too. You do not have to get on the ground. So if you have a chair that has a back support, you can do that. But like putting the tennis balls on either side, and then you're just gonna weight shift side to side, and just notice any tightness you have. Now, if it's too much pressure on the tennis balls, if your body's too much pressure, press through the feet and lift your body up just a little bit until you get just the right amount of pressure. You know, it's not too much, not too little, just right. You want a tolerable amount of pressure. And again, when you feel a knot, when you feel something compromised, do several deep cleansing breaths, okay? And you can use these tennis balls all the way up on either side of your spine. Not on your spine, but on either side. Now, the final exercise I'm gonna show you is with the foam roller. And this really helps relieve the tension in the upper back area, because us ladies tend to carry a lot of stress right there. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna bring the foam roller mid-back. You're gonna lift your hips up. You're gonna bring your fingers and your hands behind your head, because you're gonna support the weight of your head in your hands. And you're gonna roll into those shoulder blades, just rolling front to back. And I feel some wrinkles in there. And so again, when you feel those wrinkles, you wanna stay there and just breathe. 5 deep cleansing breaths. So you can use the tennis balls, you can use the foam roller on your calves, you know, get creative. You know where to find me at the Y. I can walk you through a whole program for every body part. Just set up an appointment with me and we'll work through it. So don't forget self-care. This is self-care, massage, working out your stuck stress, giving yourself time and space. So when it comes to the body, make sure you don't wait until it starts growling at you, right? So doing things like this help maintain the health and vitality of our physical vessel, right? And it's important because it carries us around all day. So paying attention to it before it starts being grumpy, okay? And let me know how you're doing. Let me know how you're doing with your fitness programming and if I can help you. And have a wonderful Wednesday. Thank you so much for participating in our fitness programs today, but please remember before you start any exercise program to consult with your physician first. Please honor your body. Thank you.